Hey, this is Neil Morgan. This is Alex Tinker with Four Flights Wine Boutique in our world headquarters, Prospect, Kentucky, in the great little village of Norton Commons. We're starting our online wine tasting series. This is episode number 1, the first one we've ever done. So just want to let you all know, if you want to befriend us on Facebook, that's facebook.com/4flightswine. Like us. We do tastings every Tuesday, 6 to 8. We also have a deal for our Facebook friends called Facebook Friday. We're going to preview all of our wines on this show every Friday for the tasting on Tuesday. Come in. We always have a little special deal for the Facebook fans. Add a little value for you.
Right on. Tonight we're going to rock out a white. It's called the Shaya. It's absolutely money. It's from Jorge Ordonez Imports. Anything that Jorge does is remarkable. We love the Shaya because it's Verdejo. It's an old vine Verdejo from Spain, from Rueda. Very cool bottle. Very cool wine. Typically, the Verdejos are popular in the summertime because they taste a lot like a Sauvignon Blanc. I happen to think that the Shaya is a little more elegant, and it's a great product to get out there in front of folks to showcase the Spanish wines. And it's a great palate cleanser, which is a really nice thing to have in the wintertime as well, because we're going to lead off from the second wine tonight. Will be a big cab, and if you brush your teeth or if you've eaten something odd or whatnot, and then you go into a situation where you're going to drink a really full-bodied wine, it's nice to have a palate cleanser, and this is perfect.
Yeah. Look at the color on that one. There's a little color for you. Real light. Nose in there. A lot of melon, a lot of citrus.
It just has a real nice mouthfeel. It doesn't overpower you at any point. It's very balanced. It's long, good color, good structure. This would be perfect with seafoods, white cheeses, semi-soft cheeses, just about anything by itself.
The big thing that jumps out at me when I taste this wine is the flint. A lot of flint, a lot of citric acid, a lot of melons, a lot of stuff just coming out.
But not an overbearing flint like some French wine, white sauce.
Just a little bit of chalkiness.
I think that's
the wine out. So
I think that kind of gives it its elegance. It tastes like a much more expensive wine. We retail it for $17, $18, $16, and it's an absolute value, and that's what the Spanish wines are showcasing right now. Jorge Ordonez arguably is one of the best in the world at importing wines that you pay $16 for and you swear it's $25. This is one of them. We're going to keep it in the store throughout the summer, winter, fall, spring. It doesn't matter, as long as the vintage stays good. We're going to keep it in. So
cool wine, cool bottle, Rueda. Come check it out. It's awesome.
We're going to get in the cab here in a second. The second wine of the first episode here, second and final wine. We're showcasing the Magnus Napa Cab this evening. We think the Magnus is a supreme value. It's a negociant wine. I'm going to have Neil explain what a negociant wine is here in a minute, but the bottom line is negociant wines are very popular because of the value they present and the quality of the fruit and the juice in the bottle. We think Magnus is one of the better examples of that. Neil, you want to throw down what the negociant wine is?
Yeah, well, actually, essentially, negociant wine is wine that large house producers simply can't sell, given the recession that we have, and everybody kind of knows the situation there. A lot of big producers that produce $70 and $80 calves simply can't get rid of them. And as opposed to cutting their price, they'd much rather sell it to a guy like Magnus, Mr. Magnus, I guess, and he puts it in his bottle, sells it at a much reduced price, and they don't lose value. So when the recession goes away next year, everybody will go, hey, why is this Robert Mondavi Reserve back up to $80 when I got it for $50? So that's the basic.
It keeps the big wineries from devaluing their wine, basically, and then we, the consumer, we benefit, because this is typically a retail on a good year at $60 or so, the juice in the bottle, because the juice is just sitting in the tanks, and they take them from the tanks, they're aged, and bottle it. That's all they do.
One of the great things that Alex did with this wine is he threw it in the fridge for a little bit. Just so you know, one of the big things, the big tips we always tell people when they buy wine from us, Don't let that red wine sit out. Throw it in the fridge, get a little chill on it for about 30 minutes, and it's going to taste a lot better. Let's get into this.
Yeah, it should come out. Ideal temperature would be around 60, 63 degrees-ish, something like that, depending on what you prefer. But 70 degrees is a typical household temperature. That is not red wine drinking temperatures, just so you know. But this is a deep color. That's what you're going to look for in a cab.
Right there.
The nose just absolutely jumps out of the glass.
A lot of blackberry, actually fresh blackberry. A lot of times we get a little dry berries, but
It has a little earth. It's kind of like spice box, cedar box.
yeah, a little bit of leather, maybe a tad bit of tobacco. All those things you want to see in a real good Rutherford Napa cab. So let's taste this.
But the flavor's just money. It's long, it's big. It's very fruit forward. However, it's not a fruit bomb per se, because
Yeah.
the flavor lasts. It doesn't end right at the beginning.
Definitely tastes it. It's got a little French oak. Got that tad bit of sweetness.
Yeah, a little bit of like a vanilla toast in there, and then it
Real
goes into
vanilla
the fruit.
toast. Yeah, I like that.
This is another good cab example, because a lot of cabs are big and dry and wonderful, and that's why they go so well with steaks and things like that. But this one would complement a steak absolutely. But you don't need food with this. You can sit out on the porch or out and watch the football game out on the couch and rock this glass out and enjoy it all day, and not have to drink a glass of water with it.
Yeah, I mean, typically the publications do not score Negociant wine, but this wine's definitely at least a 90 plus wine, and we're retailing it for, looks like $22.99.
$22.99.
So $22.99. It's not bad.
I'm saying if you drink this in a blind tasting, you're going to say, what do you think? Like $35, $40?
Yeah, it's got around
Easy.
$35, $40.
Easy.
But it's fantastic wine. So.
Yep.
And
Magnus Napa Cab. Check us out. Facebook. Check us out in our world headquarters at 9440 Milton Commons Boulevard. We got a money tasting this Tuesday. It's our big cab extravaganza, and we're going to start out with a really lush Chardonnay. Why not?
sounds like a plan.
All right.
Well, you all love it, Frank family. Come on out and see us. That's what we're tasting. Thanks.